Welcome to Light Tour by Warren Music of Scratching. Come with me.
Ed and Lorraine Warren are the two most recognized paranormal investigators in the world. Ed Warren is the first and only demonologist recognized by the Catholic Church who is not a priest. Lorraine is the most recognized clairvoyant worldwide. Together, they lived through many terrifying and paranormal events. Lorraine Rita Moran was born on October 31, 1927. She studied in a Catholic school for girls, in which, at the age of 7, she realized that her classmate and teacher had lights. One day, she told one of the sisters, "Their lights are brighter than those of the superior mother." At that moment, the sister asked, "What light?" It does when she realized that she had a gift that would accompany her for all her life.
Edward Warren Miney, for his part, was born on September 7 in 1926. Grew up in a house where between 5 and 12 years of age, many paranormal events occurred when he turned 16. He began working in a theater where he met Lorraine. As he frequented her with her mom a while later, when Ed was her boyfriend, he told Lorraine. A few years later, World War II began and Ned was called for war. When he returned, he began to paint paintings of houses where he saw people and rather ghosts. Lorraine approached the owners to offer the house and offer them and sell the painting, explaining that he see in it. So it was how they began to help the others. They didn't charge for the services they gave. They kept up with what they charged at the conferences they gave and with paintings that Ed made. Together, they created the first associations to investigate paranormal events and demonic activities.
Starting us off with number 10 is the Perron family haunting. This case revolves around Roger and Caroline Perron, who moved with their 5 daughters to a new home in Harrisburg, Rhode Island. However, what they didn't know before moving in were the horrible things that took place in the house before they moved. 8 generations and the same family lived and died in that house, and the worst spirit was called Bathsheba Sherman, who lived with her 4 kids, 3 of which died in the house. These deaths caused a lot of suspicion to circulate around Sherman, and she was labeled a Satanist. She eventually hung herself in the backyard and began haunting the families living in the house. She wasn't all bad. She helped them with their chores, and she even played with their children. But the family also saw furniture moving on its own. They heard disembodied voices at different times of the day and saw full ghost appearances. Sherman hated Caroline, as she was mother and wife. Sherman always wanted to be, and thus she used to slap and pinch her quite a bit. She even used to touch Roger inappropriately. Imagine a jealous female ghost. Jealous females that they are alive are bad enough. When they broke in Ed and Lorraine in 1974, that actually provoked their more so that the parents asked them to leave. Anyone seen The Conjuring? That's bad of this family.
It is true that the Enfile affair is not inspired by an Amityville crime but, and first it is referring to the throughout a flashback, in which in explained when the Lorraines weren't recruited to use their powers. In the true story, Ronald DeFeo murdered the 6 members of the family in the house. Years later, George and Kathleen Lutz moved there with their children and experience paranormal phenomena. He even went so far as to confess that it was crossed his mind to more than his own. Years later, the house was shown to the world on the occult cemetery, and during a visit, the Warrens captured an image on the spirit on the young shield. One of King, the Museum of Occult contains all the objects that have been investigated by the Warrens. Objects and the words supposedly used for black magic or will have a link with some demoniac entity. The best known object is the Annabelle doll. To keep everything calm, a priest will bless the place with holy water 3 times a week.